Monday, everybody. It is weigh-in day. I had a loss. You want to know how much? Okay, I'll tell you. Just a minute. Drum roll, please. Because I can't roll my R's. 3 pounds. 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know any other languages. Yahoo! That's my guns going off. Now let's do the firecrackers. 3 pounds? What? How did that happen? How did that happen? Let's analyze that. Let's spill the tea. Let's talk a little bit. I'll tell you how that happened. As soon as I last weighed in a week ago, I switched that same day on weigh-in day to Points Plus using iTrack Bites. And guess what? It's a weird thing in my head. Now keep in mind, I have a sugar addiction. I'm not boasting about it, but I do know that it's a part of my everyday diet. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did do a separate video midweek this past week that kind of explained and broke it down a little bit for you and where my thinking is and why I've chosen to switch from Freestyle to Points Plus. And so make sure you go check out that video. I'll link it down below. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit more clear. But since I have such a sweet tooth, I did know that I needed to incorporate sugar into my daily routine until something changes or some different phase in my life starts kicking in. But right now, it's a part of me. And as soon as I switched to iTrack Bites and started doing things on the Points Plus plan, it almost felt like home to me. It felt like this is what I remember doing back when I was successful before at Weight Watchers. It was more to do about embracing all the things that I love and what I appreciate about Weight Watchers, and more about portion control. So I know myself, I'm not a volume eater, and I don't enjoy food or it's hard to explain. Like, I love good junk food, don't get me wrong, and I love some good meat and potato meals. But, like, for instance, when people go on vacation, some of their biggest highlights are planning their vacation around going to restaurants and food attractions. And I don't. I don't sit and wonder about what I'm going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can even ask my husband. Like, it's not what drives me and motivates me through the day. And so it's not, food and I don't have that type of relationship. Sweets and I do. So I'm not this volume eater that sits and can't wait to pile on the food on my plate for the next go round or the next meal. I just don't do that. I'm fine with eating small amounts, and that's what I learned the last time I was in Weight Watchers was moderation. And I remember I was successful because I was able to eat smaller amounts and then enjoyed some of the higher point items because I had lesser points attributed to other things. It's hard to explain, but nonetheless, I was able to make sugar work for me in my diet at that time, and this whole past week, success. 3 pounds. What? So, B, if you're watching, I hit exactly 200, which means 200.0, which means next week, if I keep this up, I'll be back in Wonderland, girl, right with ya. Can't wait. Still looking forward to it. So, other things I did this week. I was very vigilant to track every single day. Now, some people say, well, maybe you should have just been tracking vigilantly all along. Well, I kind of was, kind of wasn't. I tracked more than I didn't on Freestyle. But with Weight Watchers, or with the Points Plus plan, I purposely was tracking in both areas, the Weight Watcher app and the iTrack app, and on pencil and paper, because I wanted to really see and break down each day the difference between the two plans, and I felt way more successful on Points Plus than I have ever felt on Freestyle. So I'm grateful that Weight Watchers has different plans like this. That way you can kind of switch back and forth to different plans that you want to use. And as it goes right now, I'm really loving this Points Plus. I mean, it's just going well. And if Weight Watchers didn't have all these different plans or had done all these different variations of plans, then this whole Weight Watcher community wouldn't have like options. So when everybody talks about these new plans rolling out and how they just groan about it and oh, it's a terrible thing, the way I look at it is like, dude, you've got options. So if one plan doesn't work for you, switch to another one of Weight Watchers plans that does work for you. Because it's a successful plan, but not every plan is for everyone, and not everyone is going to be successful until they find what works for them. And hopefully this isn't just some crazy notion or crazy coincidence that I lost this much weight, but I'm really hoping that this is what's going to work for me. All right, I will come back to you guys at lunchtime. I just wanted to tell you how excited I was. Woo! And thank you everybody for your kind words and just encouraging me to keep going and motivating me, especially when I wanted to throw the towel in and quit and then eat myself because I was in so much misery. But I didn't do that. I stayed the course and I kept going. And that's what I want you guys all to do too, is just keep going and fight what works for you. And don't keep going in a direction that doesn't work for you just because everybody else is. Like, don't wait too long and not seeing the results that you want before switching to something that's going to work for you, especially, you know, if you're really frustrated about it. It's just no point to put yourself through that. So that's that. Just wanted to tell you guys, and yeah, I'll come back to you guys at lunch. See ya. All right, it's lunchtime. Back to what I was saying before. You guys are probably just seeing this like back to back, so sorry if it sounds like I'm redundant. But what I wanted to say was that, oh, this road is treacherous. No, what I wanted to say was that, again, as soon as I switched my plan back to Points Plus, I just had this like switch in my brain, which maybe that's all I needed, was a switch in the brain. Maybe I just need a new brain. But I had a switch in my brain that was like, whoa, what a wake-up call. It just like I said, it felt like home. It felt like this was right. Like going back and making it more about portion control and less about all the 0-point foods to eat, or making sure I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I'm really trying to listen to my body and eat only when I'm hungry, and then when I'm hungry, eat till I'm satisfied and stop eating. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say for sure that next week I'm gonna be like super amazing and just as successful, but trust me, people, when you get that restart and you get back on board with things and it feels right, then you know it's right. Who wants to sit every day and feel guilty about their decisions or feel like they're not doing things right? Nobody, right? Right. All right, moving on. I'm probably talking your ear to death about this vacation, but when you are living up in the north and there's nothing but snow that surrounds you and doom and gloom, even though it's a beautiful sunshiny day today, thank you Jesus, it just really wears down on your mental capacity and ability to just move forward with the day. It helps me to remember that warm weather is coming again and that spring will soon be here. And in fact, I think spring starts what? On the 20th? So that's in 2 days. And if I were to show you what it looked like here, you would say there is no spring coming. But it is coming. And we will feel warm again And I will be able to take this winter jacket off and not have to wear a winter jacket everywhere I go. So I'm going to start early by going on vacation this week. So excited. So excited. Now, lunch break. I'm going to go home. I already ate my breakfast this morning late. I had a sandwich skinny, which is 3 points. I had a Laughing Cow cheese, spicy pepper jack, that was 1 point. And then I had 3 egg whites, which is 0, and 0.25 ounces of Hormel mini pepperonis, the regular kind, not the turkey, so that's 1 point. And then my 1 point coffee. That was my breakfast, and it was tasty, and I ate it late, so I'm not hungry right now. I'm gonna listen to my body and not eat when I go home at lunchtime today. But I do have a lunch at work. It's chicken breast, rice, and green beans that I will eat when I get hungry. And then I gotta go home, get some more laundry done, summer clothes. So excited to wear summer clothes. You cannot even imagine. I gotta make a plan as to what day I'm gonna shave this week. I know, TMI, right? But let's be realistic. Nobody's been seeing these legs all bare winter long, except my husband, and he's okay with it. So I gotta make a plan. Do I shave my legs on Wednesday, the day before I get to Paradise, knowing then that the day after, once I get to the beach, it still might be not as smooth as possible? Or, like, do I just start shaving every single day starting Wednesday? I don't know. I forget how to do this shaving thing because I'm always covered up. All right. I'll see you guys after work. All right, everybody. Good night. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I want to just show you a little sneak peek of my fingers. That's gonna be my beach nails. Yeah, and it took a long time tonight because the nail technician was new, but that's okay because they look nice. Get it right, get it done. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I hope that you all are doing the plan that fits you best. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, listen to your mind, and do what works for you. No matter what plan it is, no matter what way the wave is turning and everybody else is going, you do what works for you. It will pay off in the long run. All right, guys. Talk to you again next time. P.S. I really wanted to get this video up, and I sure hope that the editing software that I'm using works properly. There was a big collaboration that I was involved with today, and I didn't get to get my video put up because my editing software didn't work right, so crossing our fingers that this video gets to go up, and then we'll try to figure out what went wrong with my other footage for the other video. All right, now have a good rest of your night.